Okay, it's Monday and we are doing the readings of the dragons today, and today the theme is all about fun. I really got this seriously today, seriously fun. That's bizarre. That don't take yourself so seriously. Don't take your work so seriously. Don't take everything so seriously. So let's just see what's going on in the subconscious generally. Having had the new moon yesterday, let's just see what's going on and what we are to up level to, because you know as well as I do, it's not all about hard work and struggle and strife and effort. We really want to be able to be in a higher consciousness. We really want to be in a different set and frame of mind to be the best version of ourselves. We don't want to be working so flipping hard. We don't want to be sitting behind the computer all the time, or always thinking about cleaning and tidying and taking care of other people. Where's the fun? So, the 4 dragons that we have today is Ceremony, the rainbow dragon. She was number 1 today. So I'm going to start by reading Ceremony, and let's just see what she has to say. So I'm asking which card does she want me to read. It's going between 4 and 5. Let's try 5. In her infinite possibilities. Alright, so we're on infinite possibilities. I know that I've read this card before, so anybody who's chosen Ceremony for this week, Ceremony is the dragon. She's the rainbow dragon. She's really taking you to the rainbow's edge. You're about to leap off. And we can go over the cycle several different times in different areas of our life. It could be to do with our relationships. It could be to do with our health. It could be to do with our business. Look how far you've come. Ceremony is always saying, just look how far you've come. Look at all the stuff you've done. Oh, that rhymes. Alright, so today the card is number 53. I want to write that down because when I put it on YouTube, I let people know the card that it is. So number 53, let's see what she has to say to whoever chose Ceremony today. And you know what? It doesn't matter which card you chose. If you like listening to the dragons, if you like listening to your higher consciousness, to Source, because after all the dragons are the voice of Source. Things are falling around my computer. My new computer has decided not to work today, so I'm back on my old computer. Anyway, let's have some fun. So this is what she wants to say to you today. You are under the illusion that you can somehow control and quantify the situation or the person. Oh my God, don't you love it when these things come through? It's strange for us spirituals that people will still quantify, get my teeth in, how much there is of something to measure and count, when really everything is always changing. It's still growing and it's still evolving and it is still infinite. Anyone else want to move around in my office today? Anything else want to break or just fall on the floor? It is changing all of the time. Alright, this is what's coming through. As we've just had the new moon, things are changing all the time. It has never been the same new moon. We can't do the same things that we did last time because we've changed. Look how far you've come. Things are always changing. Just because we thought it was supposed to be done that way, it doesn't mean that it's supposed to be done this way this time. We're to be asking our intuition, asking our soul, asking the higher, whoever you speak to. Please, I hope you are speaking to somebody else, your higher source, your highness. Your highness. I hope you are asking, because things are not meant to stay the same over years and years and years, months and months and months, days and days and days. I certainly knew this about the diet industry. It was like, you can't stay on the same diet all the time. You can't have that much restriction. And the more I write about my home detox box second time around, it's more about the variety. It's more about the variety of foods that you need to keep your bacteria happy. They need versatility, they need variety, they need diversity. And gosh, is that not the signal to us right now? Let me continue with the reading. The world is changing, the planet is changing, the population is evolving. No matter what we try and do, the population is evolving. So many more people are waking up. As such, new things come along all the time that science cannot understand. Mathematicians cannot quantify. The next stage in human development, the mind, soon considered normal to have psychic abilities. This will be and is commonplace with everybody that I speak to. They go, oh my God, Fiona, I'm just getting so much insight at the moment. And this often comes, the same as my route, when I was cleaning the body, cleaning the mind, looking at the emotions, what's going on, being deeply aware of what's coming up for us so that we can see, oh yeah, it's always changing. We are always changing. It may well be that when the person said there are 256 vibrations to the human body, that was true. Maybe at the time there were 256 vibrations. It doesn't mean that there still are. The language that you speak to your soul and to your higher self in the vibrations, in the frequency, that is always changing. The planet is spinning faster and faster and faster and faster, and so there will be change in our frequency. There will be a speeding up of the lifetime. There will be speeding up. So we are changing. We're changing on a physical, molecular, mental frequency. We're changing all the time. Education and proof of something at one point in time does not mean that it continues forever in the same way, on the same trajectory. You are trying to draw theory into a world that is unimaginable. Fantasy, dreams, creativity, imagination, childhood feelings, excitement, wonder and awe. With so much colour, the population is evolving. I know that if you've been listening to me for a while, you know that I'm always saying, because I've seen it, I've been shown, the next generations, not just our children, but our children's children, are going to be physically very different to us. We're almost on the leading edge of this awakening, but so are they. And so we will continue, I'm being told, to just continually be evolving. And it just ever that we just need to be more aware of, like, what are we feeling? What are we thinking? Is that true? Is that the truth? Our world evolves around us depending on what we're thinking and what we're feeling. Those are our frequencies, and that is the language that we're radiating out, and that is the language that we will then use to create the world that we then have our feet in. It's such an incredible notion that we get to create, and that's the fun of it all. Try not to get stuck in what you heard, in what you learnt. We are made to believe as magic is everywhere, and sometimes the people you least imagine actually do the unimaginable. That for me was a brilliant phrase coming out of Turing. That was the guy who invented the computer in the war. Sometimes the people you least imagine do the unimaginable. So even though somebody's not academically clever, they may be so in touch with their feelings and the universe and higher mystical creatures that just makes so much sense and that people need to hear. Let's not stay stuck. You know you are here to adapt and not to say the same as generations that went before you did. The possibilities are infinite. Inventions and new discoveries are everywhere. People do jobs that did not exist in previous generations. People are running and breaking previously unheard of barriers. Magic is everywhere. Your mind can and will take you there. Altered states of your genius mind, where we naturally use more of our mind in specific and special ways. This is creation. This is not just sitting at your desk and waiting for things to happen, or waking up in the morning and thinking, right, I know I've got to do this and I've got to do that and I've got to do the other. It's using, what do you want? What do you want to happen today? And when I put that into action, I'm never disappointed. So I'm being reminded of this myself as well. What do I want to happen? Or do I just go into the day completely oblivious to my part of the whole creation, when I could be meeting supremely beautiful souls, and I could be creating awesome retreats and having great people and touching and connecting with millions of people about their health and about creating their health, creating their business and creating their relationships. Where have you settled? Where have you settled for the mundane world that you thought was real? Wow, that was a big one to start off with, wasn't it? Okay, so that was ceremony, card number 53. So I hope you got that. Please let me know how this lands. Please let me know how this settles with you and what transpires and changes within the week. Some of you, bless you darlings, are letting me know how that's landing and how you're seeing things differently and how you're responding differently. It's all about responding differently and understanding that you are the creator. The second card is the beautiful silver professor-like Raphael. Now, Raphael wants to tell you this. So, let's just see what card Raphael wanted us to go with today. Raphael is all about your fine focus. It really is about detail. It's about, he's reminded me, it's about the weaving of sewing it all together. And it's about that piece of material that in a really expensive, luscious dress is all matched up. So the pattern on the seam matches both sides. It is that it's that beautifully done. There's the very, very fine tailor's sewing rather than my sewing, which is more like that. Anyway, so which card to do with our theme today is most relevant for us today? Oh, okay. Let's have a look at number 3. Evidence. That's card number 19 in the whole pack, card number 3 from Raphael of his 8 sincere messages that he wants to put forward to him. All right, this is quite a long one. So let's see if I can't not get distracted by my story so that I amplify the meaning of this. But anyway, if I do, I do. So the evidence you required is here. Ooh, okay. The pulse you feel inside of you to change and play a new game is strong right now. You feel compelled to turn things up, turn things around, and yet you require the evidence to know that you are on the right path. Don't we always do that? Like, please show me the evidence, let me know I'm on the right path. Let me see what is it that you look for. I look for number plates in a car. Like if I get 777, it's like, yes, jackpot. What was I thinking? What am I right about? You know, or I see numbers, or I see a robin outside the window, or, you know, following me along a path. It just, we are being shown evidence all the time, and it comes in so many different ways. Anyway, I digress. Let me continue. You feel you can do this only if you have the evidence that this will work, which is when you are living with a feeling of life with ease, feeling alive, experiencing life and everything that life has to offer. So feel into that feeling, that frequency of that feeling. It's the other way around. If you are able to feel your dream as already here, being lived by you, so you're being the actress in your own movie, this would just feel lighter and at ease, and everything is working out really, really well. Oh my God, everything's working out well. I'm meeting the right people. I'm having so much fun. Everything that you think of will happen, can happen, does happen. You have to still keep sending the feeling for the evidence to arrive. You give birth to it. I've said this before. Imagine something. Let's just say a car. And you have it out there in a bubble, far, far, far away. Yeah, I'd like a new car. Yeah, I'd like a new car. And you tap into that, and the car comes closer to you in the bubble. And imagine it's Herbie, you know, number 53, the car. And it's like jiggling and jiggling around like a young puppy. It's like, yeah, I want to be with you as much as you want to be with me. The frequency and the connection that you have to that at all times, just knowing I already have that car, it's just so much fun to drive. It feels great driving off the forecourt. It smells so great, adding in as much detail as possible. Oh my God, I digress. everything that you think of can and will happen. Again, it's an expansive feeling. It's a satisfied, deeply satisfied feeling that it's here. It's warm, comfortable and safe and adventurous and exciting and fun. Spontaneous. It's like leaping without the safety net and trusting that there is a feeling inside the body, that there are no limits to the human body, that the edges of the body are very fine and light, and that you have access to everything you want because you are constantly in the creation of it. So feel what it is that you want to have and know that it wants to come to life. You give it life. You give birth to it as you imagine it, as you create it, as you think it. That's the exciting bit. This requires a mastery of thought, a mastery of the mind, a mastery over overthinking, analysing, looking for evidence mind. This requires a level of trust from the personality to allow the spirit and the soul to think in a way that is limitless and light. It is exuberant, looking for spontaneity, looking for excitement and surprises, and trusting then that everything will be okay. Can you feel the vibration of that? Can you feel the frequency of that? If you just dip into it, imagine opening up the car door and sitting in that seat. There's a frequency, there's a feeling that allows whatever it is that you want to come towards you because you gave it life and it wants you as much as you want it. You are in a time of being asked to play a bigger game before there is the evidence in solid form, before we can feel it, see it and touch it. To play it believing, to change character, to change your role, to change your identity, to believe that you are something other than you are. Humans like to say, fake it until you make it. It's an expression that you humans like, but it's more than that. It's really stepping into a character that believes, truly believes that there's a bigger picture at play and that you can mould and create the way that you are, your circumstances. Sometimes when you play a different character, it's easier for you to believe that these things happen, that you can change your destiny, that you can change your situation. You and only you get to change your story. There are playthings, activities from changing the story and stepping into being and acting as a different character, so that you can feel the frequency of being a different person who believes, who truly believes and utterly believes that this will come to pass. And then you start seeing and noticing the evidence. You get much more proof and notice you build up a record of success as evidence to your new game. And now you start playing at another level altogether. You just keep playing, experiencing and feeling what it feels like to be that different character. Living as you want to live and pretend, imagine, change the vibration of you. Look at the way children play. They're playing in new characters all the time. Imagine you're walking down the street and you're already in character of the person who's got everything you've ever dreamt of. That it's you're walking it, you're dressing it, you're feeling it, you're smelling it. Raphael, thank you very much. All right. So that's that. That's Raphael. And I just had somebody about to walk in then. So now, Bloom, or Blossom as she used to be called, she wants to be called Bloom now, is card number 3. She's the pink dragon that's always winking at you, kind of going, come on, let's just get into the feeling of this. So let's see what Bloom has to say for us today. So she's the pink dragon, to do with fun and exploring and spontaneity. And yeah, so where's the theme today? What card would you like me to... Hello, Pooch. Coming in. Good girl. Right. Okay, so let's just wait a minute and see what card you... 5. You're right there, darling. Number 5. We could have guessed that. It's Heart Rejoicing. Card number 5 today from Bloom, card number 45, her deck number 5, out of the 8 messages that she has to share with us. Heart Rejoicing. Make that your quest. You may find that reaching a heart rejoicing seems far, far, far away right now. Don't cave into these objections. Experiment with the idea from different directions. Get caught up in a moment when your heart fluttered open and you could not hold it any longer, and you had to demonstrate what you were feeling with an action. You know, when you feel, it's just so exciting. It's so much fun. You can't hold it in. It has to explode out of you. It's like when you're so much in awe and wonder, you feel the tears coming out. It's not tears of sadness, they're tears of joy. There will be moments forgotten and buried under the debris and the dents of your survival energy that you have become so used to that you now take it to be your normal experience. This is the mundane world. These can dissolve away when you conjure up those moments when you fell in love with someone, or with a special place, or with an innocent child or puppy. Seek out those moments and make that your quest. Keep exploring these moments to feel more of it, to seep in. Allow it to seep in and fill you up. Allow that to permeate your heart and mind and explore some more. You will naturally find another moment and then more moments that you have your heart rejoicing. Keep exploring as your mind now willingly shows you what you can now remember and who you really are in this heart rejoicing state. So the theme this week was more about fun and joy and being in that not so serious state, because that really is kind of like a very low vibration. We're talking about raising our frequencies. There are moments when a flower opens and it has you enthralled, when a seed you've planted pops up and you feel so proud and happy, when you look at the horizon and you just can't take your eyes off it. Let the feeling flood in, and if you can't name those feelings, it's because there's far more vibrations than there are ever words. Words are really an old Neanderthal language to explain the feelings that run through us and flow through us. These feelings open your heart. As soon you will be rejoicing to be alive on such a beautiful planet, in awe and wonder of nature, with people and all the animals around you. You will easily smile at another, have eye contact, see beauty and feel joy, and know there is so much more to be experienced with your heart rejoicing. Okay. Who's the fourth one? Tara, you're making a noise. Right, okay, so Tara is the fourth card today. She is the blue-green dragon. And she really is there to help you see the flip side, to see that you have a choice. That there's always two ends of the scale. There's always a choice to be had. So the blue-green dragon, she is a sea-green dragon. She doesn't have wings so much, but she goes with the waves. And when you look at her scales, they kind of change in colour and change in waves. Definitely a blue-green dragon. Card 6. Numero 6. Let's. Oh my word, that is a long one. Okay, I can understand why we are reading this one then. So Tara's all about changing in perspective, that you have a choice and you make the choice. Consequences of holding the energy feeling. So the feeling of what it is that you're looking to create, and we use the car as the example, the feeling of having it, holding that feeling in vibration is just, that's what we're here to talk about. There are huge consequences to the energy you choose to experience, physical, mental, emotional, financial, and the very air around you changes as you decide what you want to feel. Be curious and willing to graciously accept all that comes your way. You have been given an opportunity to receive a message when you experience a feeling or a symptom rising up. Whatever you feel rising up, God, it could be anger, it could be guilt, it could be, I'm worried that someone's going to tell me off, it could be jealousy or envy, it could be all those kind of things. You get to decide what it is that you feel. Like, I don't want to feel that anymore. What do you want to feel instead? What's the opposite end of the spectrum from love to hate or sadness to joy? What is the opposite end of the spectrum? Allow this to flood into your body with the experience that it's there for. Listen closely to the message that's within that feeling. This is zero tolerance. We don't want you to have to feel those things anymore. They're just feelings, they're just words, they're just thoughts, and they're coming from your head, and you can create something completely different. It doesn't have to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. It can be something that you then go on to create and change. This is why the world and planet is changing, and we get to be in control of that. So there are huge consequences to how you feel. Consequences that go on to have a knock-on effect to you physically, mentally, and the very chemicals and hormones that are released from those specific thoughts and feelings. Imagine the adrenaline, insulin, and cortisol that has been released, and the knock-on effects to your hormones and your thinking mind and all your physical cells just from feeling fear, mistrust, or anger. Your state of energy is being read, and outer experience are being prepared to match your inner workings. Just imagine all the dopamine, serotonin, nitric oxide, oxytocin, and all those endorphins that are naturally being released when you feel loved, when you feel safe and enjoying the pleasures of life. Your state alters, your mind becomes focused. Okay, slight adjustment editing that. Your mind becomes focused and your body feels alive and receptive. And again, you're being prepared to match your inner workings. These are the consequences of the energy feeling that you're holding. Watch as the same state on repeat from negative thinking and feeling allows the energy to take form. The negative, lower energy feeling state, slow moving, dense, and it makes the same routine tracks around the body to go into create its own reality and become, after some time, a physical symptom. This is the consequences of energy state that you go into regularly. And you can then also look at it not just on the physical side, you can look at it on the mental side. As you keep thinking the same things, it creates form in your body and it creates form around you. Your thoughts and your feelings create your environment, create your form. It's weird, you just have to imagine that you're in your own world, you're in your own bubble, and you are the God, you are the creator. So whatever you want to create, you just think it and you create it. I remember Deepak Chopra saying something very similar, and I didn't understand it all those years ago. But thanks to the dragons and their explanation in depth and all their examples and the evidence and the fun I'm having with this, it is so, so true. So that was the card number 14 from the whole deck and 6 from Tara. Is there anything that will end up there? The consequences of your energy are undeniably huge and will provide the best boost to your immune system, to your financial status, and to all of your relationships, all depending on your internal story that you tell yourself in the silent moments. The real creative work goes on constantly from inside to out. Beautiful. Please let me know how these landed, whichever card you picked, or if you got something from all of the cards, because the overall theme this week was that it was about fun and joy. This is what they wanted us to know more about coming into the full moon. It's like, come on now, we don't have to keep doing things the same. The world is always changing. It always will change. We are the creator of what we see and what we feel going on around us. So do it. And I'm talking to myself there as well. I mean, I do that in 99% of the case, but every now and again, of course, you get a little something that trips you off or doesn't work or falls down behind you or somebody interrupts you. It's just like, how do I rock and roll with this? How do I have some fun with this? How do I skate and how do I play around this and take it from a different perspective? Ladies, I do hope you enjoyed this. This is what we do here on Practical Magic. I'm also doing the Conscious Business Zone, so if you have any questions to do with your business, I do 4 readings, €640 to talk about your business. And then again, it doesn't have to be about your business. I'm doing psychic readings for what's going on with you health-wise or relationship-wise. And then we can knit all that together and we have a follow-up call just to arrive at what are the next steps precisely for you to step out of your way. So this is what is going on at the moment. And this is the Conscious Business Zone. And we've got quite a few ladies now in the Conscious Business Zone that I do readings for. And then sometimes I post them on Practical Magic as well, just to show you what's going on for other people. Because whatever's going on for other people, there's usually a theme that's going on for the rest of the population as well. It's never that we're so disconnected from each other. If I'm going through something, more than likely you will be going through something very similar at the same time based on the same theme. However, how you look at it will all depend on your past experiences and the stories that you're telling. Thank you very much for being here, very much appreciated. I love that you turn up every week and listen to your recordings, listen to your readings, and there's so much more to be discovered that the dragons are always telling me. There's so much more to be discovered. Please, please, please know that, and that you don't need to stay in your mundane world. They're asking us to go big or go home. You know, we're here for a particular reason. We're here. There's a band of women across the globe who are here to do big things. And, you know, the longer that we stay in the mundane and believing that that's all that's available for us, the harder this will all be. So let's get ahead of the game and let's get ahead of the rest of the population and do what we came here to do. So much love. Bye.